Thank you for tuning in with Mimi's Cooking with Love. Today I am making a pound cake. I am making it from scratch. The first thing I am going to do is tell you the ingredients. I am using the Swan's cake flour, and I have already measured it out. You needed 3 cups of cake flour. Or you can just use regular flour, all-purpose flour. That's fine, that will work as well. The first thing I am going to do is I'm going to put 3 cups of sugar inside of a separate bowl. That's 1. That's 3 cups of sugar. I am going to add 1.5 cup of shortening, which I use Crisco, or you can use a 1/2 cup of shortening and 1 cup of butter or margarine, however, whatever you want to use. So I'm actually going to combine those two. I am also going to put in measure out 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon. And then I am going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of lemon extract. And you also can use a 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract as well, however you want to make it. Right. I am also going to add in my 5 eggs. Now they said that your eggs should be room temperature, but as busy as my schedule is all the time, I totally forgot to take out eggs. So I kind of ran them under a little bit of warm water, not enough to actually start cooking the eggs, but enough to get it to room temperature. And you need a total of 5 eggs. So that's 1, 2. Ooh. My mistake. Okay, we have 5 in here. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend this together. Now that it's nice and fluffy, I am going to now add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt to my flour. I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon to my flour. Okay. And then I'm going to incorporate the mixture into the flour. Then I'm going to incorporate the mixture into the flour. And I'm gonna be honest, everybody bakes and cooks differently. So it's okay that I am not making it the way you make it. I am going to stir this up. And what I'm going to do is start adding the 1 cup of citrus soda. Now you can use your favorite soda. This one is a mellow yellow. Any type of citrus will work. A lot of people use 7-Up. But like I said, any type of citrus soda would pretty much work. I'm only using mellow yellow because the fact that the store I went to did not have 7-Up. And I did not feel like stopping anywhere else. So, however, this works perfectly. Just gonna add some more. And by the way, I do have my oven preheated on 300 or 325. I actually will probably cut it down to 300. I'm just trying to get it warmed up. For some reason it takes my oven a little bit more time. This is looking great. I have about 1/4 cup of soda left. And honestly, I'm debating on actually adding that because I don't want it too loopy or liquidy. This looks perfect to me. It's supposed to be nice and thick. So if you want to add the rest, you can. It won't be a problem. It won't hurt it. It'll work. But for me, I think I'm going to not add the rest of the liquid to it. And now I do have, I will save this though because I will make an icing for it. And I'll show you how to do that as well. I'm going to get my baking pan. Now you can use a bundt cake pan, but for me, I used the bundt. I didn't like it, so I'm using the Angel Food Cake pan. I think I paid like $7 for it. It's a non-stick Angel Food Cake pan, and I got it from Amazon. Wonderful price. I am going to spray it with some baking spray. You can use butter and flour if you like. It's up to you. I did buy some baking spray to actually spray inside of it, and I'll show you that in one moment. So here's the baking spray that I got. It's a no stick cooking spray that I'm actually going to spray inside of the cake pan. Spray it all around the sides just to make sure this baby will pop out for me. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start to put this just going around the pan. And we are going to even it out, so no worries. If you think you have too much on one side, that's okay. Okay. Now this was very easy. Very easy. Let me try it. Finger licking good. Just shake it around a little bit. If you don't want this on the sides, you could just wipe it, or you could take a paper towel, whatever. If your hands clean, use your fingers, it's fine. As long as your hands clean. I'll repeat. Okay, now this is ready to be popped into my oven. It's on 325. I will turn it down to 300. Okay. So we're gonna leave this in the oven on 300 degrees for an hour and about hour and 40 minutes. I would check it after an hour and 15 minutes. Just want to make sure that your inside of the cake gets done. Now if your tops start to brown a little too fast, you can always put a piece of foil over top of it so it doesn't brown very quickly. But my goal is to leave it in for about an hour and 45 minutes on 300 degrees. Alright, so I got a cup of confectionery sugar, and now I'm going to put in a half of teaspoon of lemon extract, and then I'm going to add just a tad bit of our Mellow Yellow soda. I'm just going to stir it up. It only takes just a little dab of liquid, because it's like the confectionery sugar like melts like snow. So just put in enough. Still Stir up just a little bit. All right. And now what you can do is you can take it, let the cake cool off, probably for about at least a half hour to about 45 minutes. And then you can take your confectionery sugar and just go over the cake. You don't have to do a pretty design, it's up to you. I'm just putting the stuff on there. You can do it with your fork, or you can actually take it and do a design by just pouring it. I don't wind up dripping itself. I'm going to slice the cake up before taking it to where I need to deliver it. So regardless of how it looks, the way the sugar is drizzled, doesn't really matter. Just making sure that you're doing it with love, and it's going to turn out marvelous. So I want to thank you for tuning in to Mimi's Cooking with Love. And I promise you, if you cook your food with love in your heart, it brings flavor to your food. Thank you.